Has this ever happened to you? Long before a particular event happened, your mind was telling you that it was going to happen. Has it ever happened in your life that you dreamed of the event that happened today? Modern science says that our mind constantly sends advanced signals or messages to the brain about our life, circumstances, and environmental conditions. So, the question is, why can't we understand or read that advanced signal or messages of the mind? Let me share with you the absolute truth that saints, monks, and divine sages can always understand these advanced signals or the messages of the mind. But how is that possible? What is the method of knowing the mind in advance? 2500 years ago, at Shalbon, at Kushinagar, in Malla state, Mahatma Gautam Buddha analyzed very simply this life teaching, how people can know all the events of life in advance from their own mind. In today's video, I will discuss it in detail. Please listen to the video with full attention. A 25-year-old youth named Daiji lived at Uddhavpalli to the east of Kushinagar in the Malla kingdom. Daiji's family consisted only of his old father. Daiji's father was well known throughout the state as a wise philosopher and a pious man. The old father always encouraged Daiji to explore the deep philosophy of life and the mysterious world. Many questions arose in Daiji's mind on the path of subjectivity. Knowing the answers to all those questions from his father, he used to apply them in his own life and learned through perception. Life was going on in such a particular rhythm. One morning, Daiji noticed that his old father had not waken up. This never happened. Father used to get up early in the morning and start meditation while it was still dark. Daiji was shocked when he went to his father and called him. His beloved father, who was his guide, died in his sleep. Daiji was devastated by this death. He felt a deep emptiness, as if a part of his life had been taken away forever. As Daiji and his neighbors were getting prepared for the funeral, Daiji noticed a folded dry leaf in his father's hand. Curiously, gently taking the leaf from his father's hand, he unfolded it with trembling hands and saw it read, "Mind knows everything from before, even this morning, where only my dead body lies." Not once, nor twice, but many times, Daiji read it, but failed to understand anything correctly. 3 days passed. He could not accept his father's death. Neither could he forget the words written on the dry leaf. Many questions arose in his mind. Why did father write this? What did he mean in this last message? Finally, Daiji decided to visit Mahatma Gautam Buddha at Shalbon in Kushinagar to decipher this mysterious message. That same evening, After bowing to Buddha, Daiji told him of his father's death and the last cryptic message. Mahatma Buddha listened to him very attentively and said, "Dear Daiji, your father was a truly wise and enlightened philosopher. His message is the embodiment of truth from this world to the universe. It reminds us that within each of us flows the stream of wisdom, a reservoir of knowledge that transcends the boundaries of time and space effortlessly. This inner wisdom is our true voice, and it knows the answers to all the questions in our minds." Daiji said, "O Great One, I did not understand properly. Please explain simply." Mahatma Buddha smiled warmly and began to explain. Just as we humans have hands, feet, heads, eyes, and mouth, so there is a stream of subjective wisdom and repository of knowledge. But most people do not realize this repository of wisdom and knowledge. One who can perceive this stream of wisdom and reservoir of knowledge must cross the boundaries of time and space and know in advance everything about himself and this world, and even know the time of his death many years in advance. But alas, man cannot realize this absolute subjective quality only because of his own fault. Daiji enthusiastically said, "O Gurudev, tell me in detail, how can I know the premonitions of the mind by realizing that stream of wisdom in my heart?" Mahatma Buddha said, "Just as any object cannot be seen when it is dusted for a long time, it has to be washed and dusted off, so the effect of external noise and preoccupation with the sorrows and problems of life create such a veil over the wisdom and knowledge that we cannot realize the premonitions of the mind. First of all, you have to free yourself from external noise and be quiet, ever quiet. Steady yourself, and the only way to do that is meditation. Through meditation, it is possible to free oneself from noise, and through self-reflection, the realization of stream of wisdom is possible. As you can't meditate, prepare yourself for meditation. Initially, give yourself time with complete solitude and try to know yourself. Within you are all the answers to all your questions. Defilement of mind will be removed by following a Ashtangic mark. Build a bond with mind by living a solitary life, free from constant noise. Within a few days, you will be able to understand the signals or messages of mind. Without self-effort, you will meditate in the conscious or subconscious mind, and then you will understand the premonitions of mind about any event that transcends the boundaries of time and space. Daiji bowed down again and said, "O Gurudev, please allow me to follow your path. Take me as your disciple, so that for the rest of my life, I can follow the path of self-realization through meditation." Dear friends, mind generally refers to the collective form of intelligence and consciousness that manifests itself through thought, feeling, emotion, desire, and imagination. Mahatma Gautam Buddha has said many times in his discourses, "If the mind is under your control, then every purpose of your life will be successful. But you can't control your mind by force. If you live a self-controlled life of self-righteous solitude, the mind will control itself, and only then you can know your mind and its subtle premonitions." It is found in the biography of Mahatma Buddha that this disciple Daiji was able to meditate on the eternally advanced path in just 7 years of sadhana. Subsequently, Bhante Daiji devoted his whole life to the propagation of Buddhism and the message of peace and human service, and showed millions of people in southern China the path to a life of eternal peace without sorrow. Bhante Daiji informed the disciples of the day and time of his departure many years before he left his body. At the end of the video, I repeat the same thing. The mind already knows everything. Good luck to all. Thank you.